This is Easy Peasy Podcast, your favorite weekly podcast about all things line dance.
There you go. Hello, everybody. Hi, Smackers.
Hi, Schmackers.
Welcome to the Easy Peasy Pod. I'm here with my special guest, Hollee Shay McKeever. What's your name?
Hollee Shay McKeever.
Okay, don't mess with your microphone now. Good girl. So, to start off, don't forget to get onto the Patreon. We're on over there at patreon.com/SmackDance SMCKDANCE, and you'll find the page there. I think we've got maybe 10 videos up at the moment. We've got McKeever Mondays, where we do our Shay McKeever dances of the week. We do the dance of the week, which is a brand new dance. We do classics, and we've got our podcast. We also have a technique video that we do as well. So they're all bi-weekly videos. You'll get them every 2 weeks. We have about 10 up there at the moment. So make sure you log on to that and join the Patreon if you haven't already. So I'm very excited about this week's guest. Are you excited? She was super excited to be on a podcast. You love podcasts, don't you? Hey, don't touch your microphone, please. Talk.
I don't know what to say.
You sound super excited about being on a podcast.
I am.
You are. Yeah, that's great. So, tell everybody how old you are.
I'm 3.
3. And are you almost 4?
Yeah.
You are almost 4. When are you going to be 4?
In September.
September, yes, that's correct. And what about, where do you live?
I live in Donaghadee.
Donaghadee, yes, we live in a little town called Donaghadee, which is in County Down in Northern Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah, we live close to Bangor, don't we? Bangor's, which it was just given city status last year, so that's our closest city, which is we're about 30 minutes from Belfast. And who do we live with?
We live with Cara.
No, we don't live with Cara.
We live with
Who do we live in our house with?
Mommy.
Mommy and
Julie.
so tell everybody who Jolie is.
Julie is my wee sister.
She's your baby sister. And how old is she?
She is 1.
Well, and she just turned 1, didn't she?
Yeah, she's just turned 1.
We had a big party for her and everything.
Yeah, and we went to Little Blossom Lane, didn't we?
We went to Little Blossom Lane for her birthday. We did.
Yeah.
You remember that? No problem.
I remember that.
That's good. And who else lives in our house? Is there any animals?
Cooper and Daly.
Cooper and Daly, and tell everybody who Cooper and Daly is.
They are my doggies, and Cooper's also my brother.
Yeah, Cooper and Daly are our dogs.
Yeah.
Cooper's 4, so he's been around since Hollee. He's slightly older than Hollee. He's our older brother, isn't that right?
Yeah, he's my brother.
Yeah. He's already 4. He was 4 in March.
Yeah.
And Daly, he's only 1.
Yep.
Oh, my wife told me Cooper's 6. So there we go. And we have Daly as well, who is a he's a cockapoo.
Cockapoo.
And Cooper is what's Cooper? A Labradoodle. Isn't that right?
Mommy, I have a microphone.
Yeah. We had a good plan, didn't we? We planned to do a podcast with Mommy and Hollee, but unfortunately, Mommy has tonsillitis, doesn't she? And she can barely speak at the moment, so that's not good, is it? But the doctors got her some medicine, didn't he? Yeah, that's great. So, what do you do, Hollee? What do you do during the week?
I go to dance.
Yeah, so that's one of the things you do. You go to dance, don't you?
I go to gymnastics.
You go to gymnastics.
I go to swimming.
You go to swimming.
And I go to nursery.
Perfect. That's exactly what I've written down here. And so you go to nursery twice a week, isn't that right? And what do you do in nursery?
I color in like I colored in.
You made me a picture, didn't you?
Should I tell them what I made?
Yeah, tell them what you made.
I made a heart on them,
Okay.
and I also made a seesaw.
A seesaw as well. Yeah, Holly had a lovely painting for me, or drawing for me yesterday, didn't you, when I came home from South Africa?
And Daddy got me a present. Only 2 presents because it was a necklace and a teddy that we can wear.
And Daddy had some other presents, but unfortunately his suitcase didn't make it back, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're waiting for it to be delivered.
And then we could look at the presents.
Yeah, and then we could look at the other presents maybe. Because Mummy didn't get any presents, did she? No.
Did Joy get any?
Maybe Jolie's are in the suitcase as well, are they? Yeah, probably. So we do nursery twice a week. That's great because Holly at the moment still in, so that's like daycare, which is obviously just covered by you. That's, you pay that yourself. And next year she'll be going into preschool, which actually is government funded. So that'll be all, you'll be every day in school.
And then P1.
Yeah, but you're in preschool first when you'll be in there. That'll be your first time you'll be in a school every single day, isn't it? You excited for that? Absolutely. That's going to be great. And then we do, so on Mondays, let's start from the start. On Mondays we do swimming.
And when I'm bigger, I will go big swimming when I'm bigger.
When you're bigger, you'll go to big swimming. Absolutely. At the moment, you're just learning how to swim, isn't it? Yeah. So they put a noodle around you, don't they? And they put some float. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a float on your.
It's like a buckle float.
It's like a buckle float. That's a good idea. Yeah. So they put a buckle float on your belly.
Yep.
And that helps you float.
Yep.
Good. And do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
You're still a wee bit scared at the moment, are you? We're building confidence, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be professional swimmers someday. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then on Thursdays, which is today actually.
Yeah.
We what do we do? What did you do this morning?
I did gymnastics today.
And show them all your top. Turn around the back. We go to we'll show you Rathgale Gymnastics, isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah. We go to Rathgale Gymnastics in Bangor. And we do that every Thursday morning.
Yeah.
And you got 2 badges, didn't you?
Yeah.
You passed your 2 badges there. You don't have to keep playing. Oh, you're talking about this. That's okay. Yeah. She gets a sticker as well if she's done well in class, don't you?
Should I tell them about my medal?
Yeah, you tell them about your medals.
I had medals from gymnastics and even my dance studio.
Yes, also we'll get on to that too. So you're practicing how to do cartwheels at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my legs going.
You're trying to get your legs going. That's it. Whoa! Wow! Just be careful. Good girl. Sit down. Now, and then on Saturdays, although it's actually finished for the summer, but on Saturdays we go to dance class, don't we? And we do that with Ards Dance Company in Newton Ards. And they're brilliant, aren't they?
I got a crocodile sticker today.
Yeah. So we go to dance every Saturday. And what kind of dancing do you do so far?
I do like go on my tippy toes and do my Christmas things. Ballet.
And jazz. That's right. Good girl. Sit up for me. Ready? So we do ballet and jazz every Saturday. Isn't that right? Yeah. And do you love it?
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to know. Do you really like dancing?
Yeah.
You do? You love to dance?
Yeah.
Yeah. And which is your favourite? Is it ballet or jazz?
Ballet.
Oh, really? Ballet at the moment, is it?
Yep.
Do Do you like jazz too, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had sit up for me. And then you had your end of year show, didn't you? 2 weeks ago, maybe now. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how was that? What did you dance to there?
I danced to.
You had two numbers, didn't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you did. The first one was, I think it was a Frozen song, was it?
Yeah.
What was the song? And then what happens? Into the
No.
Wow, amazing, stunning. So the first one was Into the Unknown. That was your ballet song, wasn't it?
Into the unknown.
Yeah. And then actually your second dance was one of Daddy's songs, one of Daddy's dances. Well, Daddy and Country Vibe actually. And it was called Sea Shanty, wasn't it?
How do we do it?
Wellerman, isn't it? The Wellerman. That was the one where you were a sailor and you scrubbed the deck and everything, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just pretending the floor was a deck and.
Oh, and you were scrubbing it?
Yep.
Good. And you did really well. And then what happened at the end of your dance show?
I bought.
You did? But then did you get something? Did you win something at the end?
I got a big trophy.
Big trophy.
And what colour was it?
What colour was it?
Silver.
Do you want to go and get it for everybody?
Yes.
I've never seen someone so excited for something in my life. I could actually, I watched her when they were started to give out the trophies and she was very
And here
excited.
I got it.
There it is.
And here I got the big trophy and my medal's just upstairs.
So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see the trophy. If you're listening on Spotify, sorry, but we have a big silver trophy here, don't we? And what does it say on it? Let's see. Ards Dance Company Best Newcomer.
Yep.
So Hollee won, yes, the newcomer of the year because she just started dance this year, didn't you?
Yep. I got a big winner trophy with big points up here.
Yeah, and you were very excited when you won, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's it. Good. And Mummy and Daddy were very, very proud as well. She did a great job dancing at our show. And we were very, very surprised that you won the trophy.
Yep.
And very proud of you.
And Nana was very proud.
Yeah. And Gran and Grandad and Papa John.
Yep.
Yeah. And Amy Lou was there as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, Amy Lou liked
My
it.
sister. Your Auntie Amy Lou was there also, wasn't she?
Yep.
We had great fun. Good. You gonna sit beside me? Good girl. So what's next, Hollee? Let's see. So there was one time where we went to a line dance competition, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Daddy was judging? And Nicola was there?
Yeah, and Nicola gave me a number on my back.
Nicola gave you a number on your back, yeah? You were like, it was like you were competing on the floor, wasn't it?
Yep.
And did you really enjoy that?
Yep. And I was even doing hip hop.
You were doing some hip hop as well?
And you gave me a medal, didn't you?
Yeah, you got a medal also. So you didn't even compete, but yeah, you managed to sneak a medal.
Yep.
But you were dancing on the floor when everybody was warming up, weren't you? Yeah. Do you think you'd like to be a line dancer someday?
Yep.
And compete at the competitions?
Yep. How do we compete?
We have to practice our dances, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, and then we can compete them. And maybe if you go there, you could win more trophies.
Yep.
And medals.
Yep.
And I think teddy bears as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, if I don't do well, you won't give me a teddy.
I think you might still get a teddy, but if you want the trophies, you have to do really well, don't you?
I want teddy.
Very good. So, what about, how do you feel, you know, when Daddy travels all the time? When Daddy goes away?
I feel sad.
Do you?
Yep.
Does that make you sad? Yeah. But do you like when I come home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put this up here.
Why?
Because people can't see you on the camera.
Okay.
Did you forget that we were being filmed?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get Mommy to check the camera, see if it's all good.
Let's check. Let's check.
Come back to me.
I saw it. I saw it. It was
Working with children and animals. Fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't like it when Daddy goes away? But maybe someday you'll start to come with me, will you? When you're a little bit older.
Check.
That'll be good, won't it?
Check.
We're going to go away on our first trip on a plane, aren't we? Well, actually, our first trip that you'll remember.
Check. 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 Check.
Where would you like to... we're going on holiday, aren't we? We're going to Portugal in September, so that's going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Yes. And do you like when Daddy brings presents home?
Yep.
Yeah. Right, shall we play our game? Remember I said we were going to play a game?
Yeah.
Right, so this is quick fire questions. I'm going to give you 2 answers and you have to decide which one it is. Are you ready? Which one's your favourite? Okay, ready? You have to just go really quick. Don't even think. Ready? Blue or red?
Red.
Cinderella or Rapunzel?
Rapunzel.
Dance or gymnastics?
Dance.
Unicorn or reindeers?
Reindeers.
Reindeers! Gabby's Dollhouse or Paw Patrol?
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol! Oh. What about shoes or Crocs?
Crocs.
What about pizza or noodles?
Noodles.
Noodles! Chocolate spread or honey?
Chocolate spread.
Ariel or Belle?
Bell.
Singing or drawing?
Singing.
And this is the last one, you ready? Mommy's driving or Daddy's driving?
Mummy's driving.
You're a cheeky monkey. You are a cheeky monkey. And then we had some questions from people online. Do you know that? We had some people who commented on some things online and wanted to know stuff about you. So Catherine asked, do you like dancing?
I do like dancing.
Like, do you love dancing or just like it?
I just like it.
You just like it? Do you not love it?
I do love it.
You do. You dance all the time, don't you?
I do dance.
Yeah, good. And Laura wants to know, what's your favourite thing about Daddy?
My favourite thing about Daddy is coming home.
Is when he comes home.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I love him.
Has it got anything else to do with Daddy coming home?
No.
No? Nothing to do with the presents that I bring home?
I like him.
You like them too? You're a funny girl. Good. Well, you're going to say thank you to everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you for listening to our podcast today.
Yep.
Thank you to my special guest, Hollee Shay McKeever, for joining me on the Easy Peasy Pod. Have you had fun?
Yeah.
That was a fun podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah, was.
We're gonna have to make sure when Mommy's better, we'll get Mommy on as well, won't we? Yeah, that'll be fun. So say thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for our podcast. Bye.
Good girl. Good girl. Well, that was interesting, huh? But good fun to get Hollee on the podcast. So I've just arrived home from South Africa. It was an awesome trip. Like I missed going there for I think 3, maybe 4 years, obviously with COVID. But previous to that, I'd been there. I think from 2013 all the way to 2019. So 7 years, but probably a lot more times, I think. Me and Nadia were trying to work it out. And I wanted to get Nadia on the podcast, but just with the timing issues and we just didn't have time. But next time I'm over there, I'll definitely be getting Nadia on to explain how it all works over there in South Africa. We had an absolute ball. myself and Barbara went over. We left on the Wednesday, arrived there Wednesday evening, well, late Wednesday night really, and then competition started Friday morning. Competition was Friday, Saturday, and then lessons Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday we got to enjoy Cape Town a little bit, which was so much fun. We ended up in the morning, we had a rebound class, which was insane. I've never even, well, I did hear about it before, but at the same time I've never obviously experienced it. A rebound class is basically small trampettes that you bounce on to music. And I've watched videos of it before, but I never realised how hard it was. Like after 20 minutes, I forgot my inhaler, and after 20 minutes I was like panting for breath, could not breathe. But it was so much fun. And then halfway through the class we stopped, and then we do some ab work, working on the thighs as well, some planking, stuff like that, and then back on the trampoline to bounce for a little bit more. But it was actually so much fun. And Corinne, who's one of our judges in South Africa, her daughter Corrine takes the class, so that's how we got involved in that. And then she took us out. We quad biked. We did like a 7-kilometer trek and on a quad bike through tunnels and stuff, which was just so much fun. And then me and Barbara had an absolute ball making our own bottles of wine. We may have finished 6 bottles in the process of making our own bottles of wine. So how it worked is you had 3 different wines. So you had a Merlot, a Pinotage, and a Shiraz. So red wine we were making. We both love red wine. And you basically use these 3 to blend your own, make of wine, whatever combination of those 3 that you think is the best. So we started off, we just kind of took equal measures of each of the bottles and tasted it, and you got to drink that whole glass just to know if you really like it or not, and then you start over again. So then you maybe adjusted. I really liked the Pinotage because it was a little bit smoother, but then I liked some of the tones of the other 2, so I had 45 milliliters, so the percentages I can't even think now, but so that's it, 60% Pinotage, 20% Merlot, 20% Shiraz, and I came up with Shally Shack. So Shane and Ali, Shally. It's actually what we have a bar that I built during lockdown in our garage, and we call that Shally Shack. So that is the name now of our wine also, Shally Shack. It's called a Cape blend because Pinotage, I learned all of this. Pinotage is like a crossbreed between, it's a Pinot Noir and something else. I can't remember what it is now. But it was a South African guy who created this crossbreed of grape, the Pinotage, so it's basically created in South Africa. So once you make a wine that is predominantly from that grape, it's called a Cape blend. So I have a South African wine called Shally Shack. Available in stores? No, it's not really. But we have the 1 bottle available. I actually don't even have the bottle because I don't have my baggage. It's in my baggage that has been, well, apparently it's currently in Dublin Airport. So it has been delivered today from Amsterdam to Dublin. And I'm just waiting for the delivery to come here. But it could be, who knows when. I've done a Fred Whitehouse and not got my luggage. Isn't that fantastic? So yeah, I've been to South Africa a lot of times. It was so nice to be back. So that this is, I went in March, which was for a qualifier, Step Up. And that was a qualifier for the competition that we then went to this weekend, which was the SA Masters, the South African Masters, which is the South Africans' big qualifier to come to the WDM World Championships and compete. So they must compete in that competition to be eligible to compete at World Dance Masters. So I went there, in March, and that was my first time back after 4 years. I think 3 or 4 years. And that was amazing, but that was a quicker trip, and it was a lot of just, I was there to really do workshops and lessons and sort of get back into things like that way. And then this time round it was more, got to chat to people and more interaction with the judges we have over there. This time I was there with Barbara as well. Me and Barbara got to spend some time together, which was great. And then on the Sunday we coordinated some workshops. So Barbara took us through some nightclub and some waltz, and then which is good for both years, because the way we work it with World Dance Masters is we have 3 dances a year in each category, but this year, for example, we have cha-cha, and then you have waltzer nightclub, depending on the division, and then you have West Coast at the end. Now next year we go to either, at the first dance will be either an East Coast or a polka. The second dance again will be waltzer nightclub, and then the third dance is either street for young adult and under age group, and above young adult, so open and over, have a show dance. So it was good. So Barbara took us through nightclub and waltz, because they'll be using that this year and also next year. And for those people, there's about 34 South Africans going to Worlds. So for those people that won't be going to Worlds, we decided we should do some polka East Coast technique, which will help them, which give them a head start on their dances for next year. So that was awesome. Lots of good feedback from people. And then we coordinated some lessons as well after that for people heading to Worlds. And just the South African people are so, I think because they don't get to see us a lot, they're so grateful for the information and for just your time. So it's one of my favourite places in the world, probably the favourite place to go. And Cape Town, so beautiful. And just everything, the scenery. You have these fields and it looks like Ireland, and then you look up and there's just these Photoshop. It looks like these mountains have been photoshopped in. It's just insane scenery. It's so beautiful, and I love going there. I really want to, number one, bring Ali for a holiday, because every time I've been to South Africa, it's been to work also. But I'd love to bring Ali for a holiday, but then also bring the family to do all the things that I've done, because I've been there. I've walked. I've held a lion's trunk and walked the lion. No, held a lion's trunk. I've held an elephant's trunk and walked the elephant. I was there with Nicola Lafferty once, and we went to a monkey sanctuary where they stole her glasses and climbed up the tree. I think we did eventually get them back, I think. Slightly scratched. I've also been to, like lion sanctuaries where you get to play with lion cubs. And with Country Vibe we got to walk with lions. So they have like lions in front, and then the guys, the caretakers, the guys who look after them, in front of us, and then we walk behind them. So these guys literally just have sticks with these teenage lions, which is terrifying, because really, if they want to attack you, is the stick going to stop them? Well, we were hoping it would. But what an experience, like what an absolute experience. So I have to bring the family back there to make sure they get the same experiences that I've managed to get, and I've been so lucky to get. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So what's happening now? The preparation for Worlds is a go. We have 3 weeks until Worlds. So I had a meeting with Sam and Nicola last night to we finalised some bits with the show, finalising schedules, social schedule, competition schedule, little details about the ballrooms and everything. There's just so much to think about. It's insane what goes on behind the scenes to run one of these events. And we just, at the moment, we're growing and growing. This is our biggest ever Worlds, both socially and with the competition. We've never had as many competitors before, and heats. So we're really struggling to try and fit everything in, but we think we've found a way to do it. So I have to get on that and send the emails out, let everybody know what is happening. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys again for following me and supporting me on the Patreon and with everything I do. It's been tough, actually. I didn't think about the Wi-Fi situation in South Africa, which is not good. So I've been a bit late with the uploads of the dances for this week. However, they will be coming to you over the weekend. I've got the podcast coming out and then 2 more videos over the weekend coming out. And then we start again with our bi-weekly videos next week with our technique again. So I hope you've been enjoying the Patreon. I hope you've been enjoying the podcasts. I will be back again in 2 weeks' time with another guest, hopefully. So thanks, Smackers. See ya.
This is Easy Peasy Podcast, your favorite weekly podcast about all things line dance.